What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here, continuing on with our D&D Prime Day deals or October Big Deal Days, whatever they're calling it over at Amazon. This time we're talking about accessories for the Dungeon Master. Whether you're a DM yourself looking to get yourself some good stuff for cheap, or you have a DM that's a friend, family member, or loved one that you want to pick up some awesome stuff for them for the holiday, for a special occasion, or just because you want to try to bribe them and maybe let them get you that magic item you wanted. Let's talk about what I've got here today. There's a handful of other options. I would also encourage you to look outside of just what I've posted here, as there is so much stuff. I can barely cover it. I saw 20 pages on Amazon when I searched for D&D. Again, some of those things were like random eyelashes and like, nail polish. But for the most part, it is Dungeons and Dragons related stuff. All right. First up on the list here is the Condition Rings from Lynx Gaming. You can actually see I purchased this myself back in January of 2022, and since then the team from Lynx Gaming has actually reached out to me and we've worked together on a handful of things. For $31 here, you are getting these. Let me click this and get this out of the way. For 20% off. Again, these are really great condition rings. You get a whole variety of them to track up to 24 different conditions. You get, I think, 4 of each ones. They're a flexible rubber here. I've done a full review of them on the channel. I think they're fantastic. They come in this nice box, as you can see here. They're great for just keeping track of things for yourself as the DM, especially if you're doing actual plays with battle cams. These go a long way. And I've seen other ones. I think these are personally my favorite and the best. Next up, we have this pretty awesome DM screen. Now, I hadn't seen this before. I learned about this in the process of doing this. Now, it's normally $56. It is currently 42% off. And it is this epic, I think it's from this company, CZYY. And it is this epic-looking DM screen. Let's go ahead and pull open the images here so you can see. It says roll for initiative. It's got this kind of wooden grain on the outside with the dragon. You can see a mimic, but then it also has all of these little inserts here for a variety of different things that you would want. It says, hi, obviously it's a DM screen, but we can see here we've got, determine surprise, establish positions, roll initiative, take turns, and it kind of walks you through almost better than the official WotC screens do. We've got all of our conditions. Look at this. Take a look at this, WotC. The conditions on their screen take up half a panel, as opposed to some of the WotC screens that have conditions taking up 2 to 3 panels. Travel, exhaustion, stealth and light, experience levels, movement paces. Here we've got a variety of different things about spellcasting, origins of effects, all the different abilities associated with them. We've got a random encounter table over here. We've got a variety of things for weapons. We also have, it's leather, not wooden on the outside, which is pretty cool. They are also sleeved, so if you don't want to use the pockets and the cards that they have, you can just go ahead and slot in your own, which is nice. But the fact that they give you, most DM screens that have pockets like this are usually just blank, and you have to put your own thing in. They've given you something to put in there. It is 12 inches high, 36 inches long. I think this is fantastic. It says great gift for a GM or a DM. I completely agree. Oh, and it has this cool little folio thing to fold it up to put it in to store it as you carry it around. The only thing I wish it had was an initiative tracker along the top. But either way, I think this is pretty sweet. And if you want to get somebody a sweet DM screen for $33, that's not a bad deal. Next up, we have some company I hadn't even heard of, Stratagem Store. This is 49 hand-illustrated Deck of Many Things and the Deck of Many Fates. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. You can see here is the Deck of Many Fates. We can see handfuls of different cards here. It says things won't be the same. 22 cards contains a strange and often game-changing effect. Right here are the Deck of Many Things. And then it says enter the fates, right? 27 new cards come with new power, curse, and opportunities. Infuse any campaign with it's a Deck of Many Things. I mean, honestly, the fact that there are other options is great. The fact that you are getting a set of printed, hand-illustrated Deck of Many Things cards for $11. Reminder that these are all Prime shippable in one day, typically. You'll have these tomorrow if you buy them right now. But again, you're also getting custom things beyond just the deck of many things. We could see the Don John balance, things we're used to, the gem. But if we were to take a look at some of these Fates cards that are new, right here's the Rogue. Again, that's a deck of many things. If we take a look at Covenant, which is a new one from their deck of Fates, a deity of the DM's choice demands you complete a trial of its choosing. If you succeed, it will grant you nearly any request. If you fail, your soul is forfeit. So again, I would have paid $11 for just the deck of many things. Now I know the book of many things is coming out not too far around the corner, but if you're looking to get a handcrafted, hand-illustrated set of cards right now, for $11, this is going to be way cheaper, and you're going to get the extra benefit of the deck of fates that you can choose to use or not. I put this on here twice, this DM screen. I did, didn't I? Oh, this is a different version of the same DM screen that we saw from earlier. This one is $31, has slightly different inserts. I'm going to say go with the original one. I'm going to get rid of this one here. All right, next up, we do have a notebook. This can obviously work for a player or a DM, but I really like just the concept of this badass dragon-looking notebook. Let's go ahead and open up the pictures here. You can see it comes with a couple of different pens. It's got a sleeve to store our different pens. It looks like extra ink for the pen itself. You'll see it has a variety of different embossments on the front, depending on what you'd like. It's got this lay flat here, 100 sheets, 200 pages of paper, vintage and white linen, depending on what you want here. And then again, we could just see it. It's just a statement piece to have at the table, and it's $15. This is probably the cheapest or the least discount that I have here on anything. But it's just too cool to not talk about. I mean, it's a sweet journal to keep your D&D notes, and whether you're a DM, really, or it'll work for a player. And lastly, we have the D&D Dungeon Master Screen Wilderness Kit. This is the official WotC kit. It is $15. That's about 30, almost 40% off. I have this. I think I've done a review of this here on the channel. It is not only a DM screen for you to use that has a really awesome dragon art on the outside. It has cards for all the conditions. It has means for tracking movement and exhaustion and food and stuff. It actually has its own wilderness tracking rules in it, which don't exist as far as I know in any other D&D book. It also comes with, again, initiative cards and a little tuck box for everything. It's probably one of the better things out there for doing overland exploration and wilderness travel, and you get it on sale, and it comes with the DM screen as well. So you could use that. You could stick it inside of this one and have a double screen if you'd like, or just kind of copy and paste things over into sleeves to go in here. So anyway, folks, that is my real quick D&D. There's so much stuff to cover, and I have a bunch of other things I'm working on, so I'm trying to get through these as fast as possible. So I apologize if I'm speaking fast, but stay tuned. We're going to cover dice as well as some random stuff in future videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.